impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize. But when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
At the 47.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now carry there for Fournette as he's able to work his way for a gain of about 5.
He's across.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Simmons on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Logan. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Fournette on the carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Here's Brady to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on third down. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth.
Alert! 43. Check, 43. Let's go. March 40. Easy. March 43.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down.
Okay, ready? 54 mark. What's the screen call?
Here's a give to Lindsey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it's going to be second down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On third and long, it's Locke. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Throwing now is Locke. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Going deep this time for Miller. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Watch the pass. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. And we heavy on the end. Go Bandit. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 43's the mic. Wrap it, wrap it. Wrap it, wrap it. 43's the mic, boy. 43. Check, check. 43. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. So that'll back him up 5. Successive penalties have him looking now at a 1st and 20.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 43's the mic. Shadow. Get that quarterback. Get off. 43's
Brady going to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this carries into the end zone. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down now, it's Lindsey, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play, and it brings up third down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go. 450.
They run with Logan. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Fournette running out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Brady going up top for Miller. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 22, Lock. That's complete. It's Gordon. It's a gain of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsey His second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos.
Beyond the end zone. We saw evidence of that on that play.
And it is now 21-0.
Good. Makes the score Broncos 21, Buccaneers nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Logan on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Well, CD, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs. But Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this part of the season. I mean, it's no major surprise. But how about Arizona being 2-0 as well? People talked about them getting better in the offseason. I don't know how many of us thought they'd beat San Francisco in the opener. They did. Then they jumped on Washington this week, and they are 2-0 as well.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we know the not good news about teams that start 0-2. The Giants and the Jets both there. Detroit, Cincinnati.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
He's running.
Picked off at the 14, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 28-0.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Brady. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. before they can snap it. Time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Bucks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Go 50. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. I got it.
From the gun, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. And now it's second down. Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That's complete, right around the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
A loss of 4.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Locke. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown.
Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
10-10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Stay with your man. 43.
Operating from the gun. Brady. Incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
Mike's 43. Mike.
From the gun, Brady. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
Returning it, here's Spencer.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Operating from the gun, Brady. Big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
What we got? 43 is the mic, boy. 43.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
That right now That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check it, reload. 50. I'm coming for you.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. Bring it! Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. 43 is the mic. Watch the screen. Sugar. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43. 72.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And his throw here's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 66. Mike 20. We got it. Mike 20. Double dog. That's the way. Hey, Mike 20. Bound to lose one. 72. Hey, Mike 20. I got you.
Throwing again. Brady. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
45. Alpha. 45. You can't block me. 45 is the mic. Record. 45, Mike. 45. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
From the gun, Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
By the Broncos. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go. 60 orange. I'm scared. Hey, what's that? Let go. Mike 54. Mike 54.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tonight's final score.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.